better, I swear. Watch closely. Magic, 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 magic. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull. Magic, 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 magic. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull. Thank you. Look, Brodie lived the life that other people only dreamed of. Carol Burnett would not have her Tarzan yell without Brodie. Bob Hope would not have a driver. The Guardian Angels would not have had their West Coast chapter. Brodie was quite the guy. But he loved making people laugh. He loved entertaining. He loved it more than anything else. So in his honor, I want to do something special. Because when Brodie was growing up, the television show that was most popular on TV in those days, some of you may remember it, was called the Ed Sullivan Show. Now the guy who taught me to do all this stuff, he was on the Ed Sullivan Show more times than any other performer. He wasn't a comic, he wasn't a singer, he wasn't a dancer, he wasn't a magician. He was the guy who had all the plates and all the sticks. And he ran back and forth, keeping them going. Now we don't have time for the whole act tonight. We're not getting out of here until about 10:30 tonight as it is, okay? But he said, for a crowd like this, the way to do it was to have everybody go, ooh. Everyone, would you all go, ooh, for me? Ooh. Then he said, you need everyone to go, ah. Would you guys all go, ah, for me? Ah. Then he said, you need everyone to clap their hands. Would you guys all clap your hands? I'll let you know when you and I. Everybody get ready? Everybody say, ooh. No, say the eyes then. The eyes only if you can do it twice as high. Twice as high, twice as difficult. Get ready, everybody say, ah. But he said, if you want to get the big round of applause, you have to be able to pop the plate in the air. And in the split second, while the plate hangs in midair, before it can smash to the ground in a million billion little teeny tiny pieces, causing us to lose our deposit on the Sunset Room, you have to turn the stick over, catch it on the other side. Whoa. Now this is very difficult. There are only 3 people in the entire state of Arizona who can do that. And I am not one of those 3 people. So if I do this, if I pop the plate in the air, if I turn the stick over, if I catch on the other side, you guys applaud like crazy, okay? Here we go, on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 2 and a half. Thanks, I'll do my own choreography. Thank you. 2 3/4, 2 5/8, 2 15, 16, 17. I'm not going to. 3. Can you do it twice? Yes, and because this is for Brodie, I'm going to try something I don't normally do. I'm going to see if I can get it to go a little bit higher. Because this is the only Saturday we're going to have this week. I'm going to see if I can't get it to go a little bit higher. Because of all the crowds I have ever performed before, you people are the most recent. I'm going to see if I can't get it to go a little bit higher. And because I have 1 stick left, I'm going to see if I can't get it to go high. Guess those front row seats weren't so good after all, were they? Yeah, it's like my mortgage. Way too damn high. But that's okay. Just like with my mortgage, if I'm lucky, I can catch myself. If I catch myself, everybody applaud like crazy. Get ready on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So in his honor, I'm going to have some kid help me. This young man, what's your name? Emmett, that's a good name. That's my dog's name. Emmett, stand up, come over here and give everybody a round of applause. Could you stand on top of here so we can see you? Emmett, don't fall off, I can't afford a lawsuit. Okay, Emmett, take your hands out of your pockets. God sees everything. Excellent. All right, so now, Emmett, please, hold out your right hand. Good guess. Emmett, make a fist around the stick just like that. Tight it, tight. Emmett, take your other hand. Put your other hand on your heart just like that. Good job. Get the cameras ready. I know what's coming. Emmett, underneath the hand that's on your heart, hold this. Just like that. Okay. Emmett, very important question. How old are you? 8. Is your wife here today, yes or no?
No.
His wife is not here. Is your wife at home?
No.
His wife is not at home. Is your wife in the military?
No.
His wife's not in the military. Is she on vacation?
No.
Is she visiting her parents?
No.
This kid could really be married. Are you from Kentucky? Just checking. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, get ready as I give to you now for the first time on any stage, making his world debut in the Sunset Room, the one, the only, world's only 8-year-old married plate spinner. Everybody applaud for Emmett! We'll now do it all by himself. Who at the same time shows us his Halloween costume as Statue of Liberty. Support our troops. All right. Emmett, very important question. Answer yes or no. Do you think you're crazy? Yes or no? He says yes. Emmett, why do you think you're crazy?
Because I'm spinning a plate on this.
Or could it be because you're talking into a flag? Yes, all right, Emmett. Last question. Do you want to keep on holding that plate till it falls on your head? Or would you like a prize?
I would like a prize.
Good answer. Everyone give applause for a very smart man. Brodie so wonderful because you have done what Brodie did, bring joy and laughs to everybody here, for doing such a fine job, for helping me out today. Sometimes I actually give my assistants who help me out $1. Today's not that day. Wait a minute. Emmett, you were terrific, and you really did help. So Emmett, for helping out so well, hard work does pay off. You get this dollar bill with no strings attached and all this applause. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my part, but please don't applaud for me. Please applaud for Brodie. Because Brodie, let's give him the one thing that Brodie would have loved more than anything else. One last standing ovation for Brodie, ladies and gentlemen. Brodie, we love you! And now, once again, please welcome to the stage my friend, Mr. Richard Allen.
Robert Bast, everybody! Come on, you can do better than that. Let's hear it for Robert Bast! And once again for Emmett! And I was wondering if I could borrow $1. Okay. All right, Robert is going to go in his car and drive another 7.5 hours.
I love you all, though.
But wait, there's more. I don't know what it is. Oh, Katie is going to come up. Is that right? We have a granddaughter. We have a Brodie granddaughter. And what are you going to play this time, Katie?
We're going to play, I'm inviting Tim to come up.
Uh-oh.
Yay, and he has to bring his tie.
See?
Oh, no. It's a bad idea. Let me get you a microphone.
Awesome.
Are you going to sing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to sing.
All right, here,
Y'all
use
are
this.
going to clap and sing, and we're going to have a great time.
Do you need 2 or 1? Yeah, we don't care.
Down.
We're going to stay here all night if we have to. Oh, yeah, thank you. You don't get a microphone, though.
Yeah. It's okay.
You want a microphone? You want 2? One for the washboard?
Yeah.
You're good? You're good. All right, let's hear it for Katie and Tim and anybody else that's involved.
And
Make that higher, Katie.
yeah.
Tim, help her. Do something. Make it higher.
Make it higher. And, I'm wearing platforms today, so normally they would work. Yeah.
You're getting a cookie. She's better than you, and she hasn't even played anything yet.
What? Okay. So, all the daughters. Okay, so a memory, a really, really fun memory we had. We came out right. It was the last time. Oh, thank you. It was the last time I saw Grandpa, and one evening we all got to sit down together and sit around the couch and just sing and be together, and that's probably one of my favorite things. My favorite memories. It really, Grandpa was very simple, and I'm so grateful he had my Garden of Life sandwich, even though he didn't like it. But I'm really grateful he ate it. It had bell peppers and onions and cucumbers and cheese. Anyways, this song is, I think we all know it, but I kind of need it up higher because technically I don't know all the words to it. Because when you're doing jam sessions, you don't have to know all the words for everything, right? Is that the farthest it goes? I'm telling you, I wore platform shoes. You see it, but they're cute. Okay. So, this is like a sing-along, so it's not just me up here singing, or... Can you tell them what this is and how you were introduced to it?
The washboard tie?
Yeah, come on up.
Well, so I had a washboard bow tie that was too hard to play. It was like this. So yeah, this is the washboard tie, and again, it's a Brodie thing.
Let's show them the board. Because Grandpa, he put the little Thumbelina things on garden club. And manicures, manicures. That's his washboard. So we're gonna sing a couple, but we need more singers. I can't be the only one singing. So all the daughters, they can come up, and the granddaughters, if you guys want to sing. My granddaughter, the Brodie, my grandpa sleeps. Okay? Woo! Yeah, I will come up in just a minute, but
But until then, that's Katie. And Tim's washboard tie. But wait, there's more. This is like a sale at Macy's. This is great. Still have 327 more acts to go. We're almost there. This is like the Oscars before they took away the time limit. All right, here we go. Coming up, we actually have a reading. Not a psychic reading, but a reading. You have it? You ready? This is grandson Luke. And, well, I'll let him take it away, and I'll not charge anyone. Here we go. Here comes Luke.
So the ladies in the Brodie and the Clark family, they have a lot of talent. The ladies. I was asked to read. And Dar asked me to read, and I'm glad to do it. The reading is a letter from Brodie. He was in college, a young 2-year-old. Has to do with football. So we're going to keep some of the attention in here. So this is called Football Thrills, again written by Brodie. To the editor. The 1984 football season started with about 100 players. We are now down to about 80 with a lot of bumps and bruises. It takes a lot of grit to stay out there. When it was so hot inside my helmet, it looked like a tropical rainstorm, but it was only sweat. Now it's cold and wet, my toes and fingers are freezing, so that the hot shower feels so good. Then you go home and fall asleep sitting on the couch. When you wake up in the morning and your feet hit the floor, the pain shoots through your body. So you can't move until you have a hot shower again to get your muscles going. I'm sure he was singing. You do your studies and keep your grades up so you can go back out there with your buddies, because you know that you started something and you're not going to let up until the last day of the season. I admire anyone who puts on that uniform for a 3-month commitment. And the bravest of all these ones are the ones who never get to play, yet cheer on their friends who do. You learn to be on time, be there every day because you are being counted on. You learn to never give up, even as your lungs are ready to burst from running 8 100-yard dashes. You want to be in better condition than your opponents, because when we win, it's a great high, but when we lose, some of those men take it pretty hard. When you go through all these emotions with players, coaches, trainers, managers, and fans, you get to be a big family. I like it here. Years later, we'll brag about it all. I can name everyone on my high school, my Hollywood High football team in 1949. We still get together. There's no price you can put on emotional thrills like this. Money couldn't buy those 3 points that I've made in 2 years of being part of the great experience to be shared with some fine people. I've often been told that football builds character. Well, I don't know, but whatever it is, you can't put a price on it. Everyone can't play this game, and I'm truly sorry, but everyone should have something that gives them satisfaction. I want to thank the public at large, the school, the ASU, and city and state for the great learning experience. What a thrill it has been. I love you, Brodie. And so part of that, he was a backup kicker, because Coach and he didn't want to be kicked. So he was a backup kicker, and there's a, one second. There's a story in the book of Brodie. I had mine signed by the name. But it talks about this first game where he got to score a kick, and I'll just go right to it. It says, halfway through the season, we were ahead by 40 points when we scored again. The guys on the team wanted me to kick the extra point and started a chant, Brodie, Brodie, Brodie. Soon the stands picked it up, Brodie, 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 and the coach finally gave in. I ran on the field to do what I had worked 4.5 years for. My heart was pounding, so I could barely hear the quarterback in the huddle. I took 3 steps back, and the quarterback held the ball in place. I was in a complete daze as I kicked the ball through the goalpost. As I looked up, the opposing linemen were towering all around me, but they were too late. I made my point at 53 years old. My teammates picked me up and carried me off the field. I didn't feel old. What a moment.
That's Luke. Grandson Luke. All right, we are just moving right along with Act 2. Thank you so much, Luke. All right, let's hear it again for Luke. Why not? All right, we're at the we're coming down the home stretch, folks. Okay, we have this next moment. Originally, I was told would be for all of you who are interested in sharing a moment, a memory, pass around the microphone. But the reality is, there are so many memories, we'd be here all night. I want you to share it with yourselves and with everybody else here. And I'm going to do what I just told Tim I would do, is a bold move. And it may not make someone happy, but I'm going to do this anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Darlene Brodie. You don't have to laugh a little for that. I know, she doesn't know what to say. But come on, you can do better than that. This is Darlene. Tell us about the red and white shoes. The black and white shoe. What? Red and white. I got black and white. What colors did I put on? I want you to hear from Darlene because she has been so gracious to open her. What is this place? Sunset Boulevard. Okay. To everybody, and so many people have shown up. I would like you to just hear a few words from Darlene.
Thanks a lot. I purposely set this up so I wouldn't have to talk, because I probably would start crying. But, okay, he wanted me to tell you about the white and black shoes. That's good. One morning, getting ready for coffee and news, but you know, many of you know, that was a big thing for him. Okay? Is this better? Yeah. It's better? Okay. Anyway, he was sitting on the side of the bed, and he had one black shoe on. Well, first of all, he had always had his white tenors on one side of the bed, and the black tenors not too far from him. Okay, so he was sitting on the bed, and he had his legs like that, you know, and he had put on one black shoe, and I came into the room when he was bending down to pick up the shoe. Well, he picked up a white one, and I said, Brodie, you've got a white one, and you've got a black one on your foot, already on your foot. And he said, looked at me and he said, well, that's okay. I'll just wear the white and black. You know, that was the beginning. And then, a long time afterwards, he decided to put on both black shoes. Well, of course, he was noticed right away because he didn't have his white shoe on and his black shoe on. But I'll tell you, I wasn't going to talk. But we were walking down the street to go to Costco's, or the sidewalk to go to Costco's, and it was right next to the street, and there was a big black pickup truck that was coming by, and the man was driving very slowly, and he had his window down, and he looked at Brodie, and he looked down at his shoes, and he said, Mister, do you know you have one black shoe on and one white shoe on? And Brodie said, yeah. And the man said, you have made my day.
Darlene Brodie. It's not bad, okay?
It has never been a dull 21 years.
And then, okay. All right, this is like, we're at Best Director now. We're getting really close. This is going to happen. Grandson Chris, where are you? Coming up. Please give it up for grandson Chris. He knows what he wants. He wants a wireless mic. Wireless mic stand. Grandson Chris.
Usually don't perform in front of people, but you know, I was asked to. This is a special event, so I thought I'd.
It's fine. Yeah, someone will play it. Tim will play it.
You guys can hear the guitars okay in here, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to plug it, so I was looking for. I kept trying to find a song to play, and you know, I know Grandpa loves all the old stuff, the yodeling and all that. That's one of the things that I remember. But you know, so and he was a big performer. Man, Grandpa loved to perform for people, and my thing for tonight is I'd like to perform a song that I play for people a lot of times. Just you know. The song I play all the time. I'm used to playing it, so it's okay. So, yeah. So I'm gonna play. Figure out this one here. Do that, and then this is a song everybody knows, I'm sure, even the older people in the crowd. So here we go. Probably won't be the mic. a fine line. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. Keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. Been a miner for a heart of gold. Keep me searching for a heart of gold.
Vincent Chris. Heart of Gold. All right, I guess I'm gonna leave that mic set up because we have one more music act. And then we'll close our show with a big kazoo-a-thon. So right now we're gonna bring up the daughters again, and some granddaughters, and other random people that we met at Starbucks this afternoon. Apparently. I don't know who's there. You want another mic stand, girls?
Mom, you guys should share this.
Here's, I got another one right here. Once again, Brodie's daughters.